Buckley's Entertainment Centre is Geelong's exciting place to go. The bistro is a great place to have a meal with friends. Look for new specials on the menu and relax in the friendly atmosphere. You can choose from 2 large alfresco areas. Friday and Saturday nights, there's live music in the lounge. The function room seats up to 300 with a package to suit your needs. There's always something happening at Buckley's.
For great food, great service, great value. Where else? Buckley's in Geelong.
Geelong and District Football League. We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.
There, they both get a hand to it. Douglas pushed past the football. In fact, it was Douglas there. Pushed past the football was Luke Forbes. Goes towards centre forward for Thomson, off hands. McLeod, Jackson with a second effort. Shrimpton comes across as well. Jacko picks it up, runs through half forward. Short little kick's okay. And finds wide. Handballs it off to Luke Forbes. 40 and closing. Left foot kick goal.
Can't even worry about that.
Oh, he squeezed it, but he got
it.
Easy. And it was a great kick.
And moves into the circle. Ball goes up. Stewart gets a tap, but at ground level, White doesn't get a kick away.
Great tackle.
He played that dropping the ball. I thought he kicked it. However, Mitchell can't take the footy. Picked up there by Hunter for the Corio side. Goes goalwards. Across the face of goal, picked up by Donahue for Thomson. Goes wide, looking for Atkinson. On his own out there, picks it up, has plenty of time, chips it over the top. Oh, it's not a good kick. Taken by Berg for Kudafudis has to drop. Goes basically unopposed. Chris Yeo, it's nice to play in front, but you can't be a yard and a half in front because a player of Kudafudis' ilk will absolutely destroy you. He's already kicked 4 in the first half. The opportunity to extend that from 15 metres out. 45-degree angle, moves in, puts the ball on the way.
He's got it all right.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Grubby. Back to the middle. Shrimpton. And Stewart gets it down through the middle. Burke taps it on in front. Hunter, handball outboard to Yataka. Goes long towards Kudafidis again. Got to run at it. Punched away by Mitchell defensively. And out of bounds for a throw-in. 15-20 around from the Corio goal. Attack. Kudafidis and Shrimpton. Kudafidis to the front. Hunter to run onto it. Gardner. Oh, gets away. Handball in. Ball was okay. Burke. He runs hard at the footy and kicks the goal. And that is a great play.
For defence, Thomson, you think, Grubby, is the ball in the middle. Stewart again. Beautiful tap down to Hayes. Went without the footy, however, but he's battles and battles. Finally gets a kick. Goes towards half forward for Corio. Donahue attacked the footy. Gets a handball forward. Taken there by Young. He tries to handball. Now, Douglas. He does get a long kick inside forward 50 at the back. Almost taking the mark was Kados. Runs onto the footy. Good work there in defence by Achini for Corio. They're heading towards the boundary. The ball is kicked high, wide, and I think it's handsome. It's out on the full.
Boundary umpire's telling the central umpire somewhere different to where the mark is. He's still not taking a notice of this boundary umpire. Oh, now he is.
So it's Thomson kick. They go inboard, and mark only just taken there by Hutchison. Hutchison there, skimming kick, not really good, but attacking. The football was Normington. Handball over to Jackson McLeod. Coming in, oh, Kados took the footy and almost got nailed by his own teammate as the ball comes out of defence for Corio. Jackson McLeod picks it up. Nice little handball to Melbourne. Melbourne back into the corridor. Little tap there, wasn't quite good enough, taken by, who was that?
Douglas.
And he's pinged for not trying to get rid of the footy. Was not much opportunity, I wouldn't have thought
not
there.
a lot that time.
As Corio go to the defensive side. Now they come fly. Grubby, you might get a mark here. It's almost into our press box.
Don't think I've seen as many out in the falls in half of a bit of football I've ever seen.
So Troy Smith of Thomson. Jackson McLeod coming off the ground, a bit of soreness in the hip by the look of things. And what's happened in the middle? There's a free kick to Corio.
Yeah, there's something happened in the middle, and the trailing umpires decided to pay a free kick the Devil's way by the looks of it.
Who's it going to?
I think
Kane
it's going
Hayes.
to Kane Hayes.
Well, I got no idea what happened there. Hayes now just chips it forward. Mark taken by Smith, I think that is. He's still outside 50. No, it's not Smith. He's in front of me. It is Berg. Berg now. A long kick to the goal square. Big pack of players back there. Good part about that for Corio. They were in front. They couldn't take the mark. Melbourne back toward the goal square and a rush behind. So that's...
White looks all right. He's come off with a crook knee and gone back on with a bandage elbow and shoulder. That's how much I know, Dr. Casey.
11-7-73 Corio, 8-9-57 Thomson. The Grandy Cyclone Sport third quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes gone.
Make sure I book an appointment on Monday morning for a check-up with you, Grubby.
Jeez.
I can't wait. Balls come out from the Thomson defence. Outside defensive 50, boundary throw-in. So on grandstand side, on the eastern side of the ground, 11-7 playing 8-9. Thomson with the lead. For the front of the ruck contest, Douglas got it down. His kick was partly smothered. Corio with the numbers. Berg, who's been influential in the second and third quarters. He goes free from half forward with a right foot kick back towards the 10-metre square. Ball spills free. Hayes tried to play, but the free kick didn't get one. Atkinson, handball outboard to Yo. Handball back to O'Donoghue under pressure from Berg. Got the kick around the corner.
Caused out in the full, though.
Was it out on the full?
No, I thought it bounced.
So did I.
Well, I don't know that the boundary umpire was going to any
Matter of fact, I thought it bounced about 4 times.
And the boundary umpire has it in hand. He's going to throw the ball back in at 50.
Good
out
boy.
From the Corio goal. Stewart goes up from behind Forbes. Pack develops. And umpire lets it go. Ball spills free now. Thomson with the numbers on the outboard. White kick was smothered. Douglas in there fighting hard for it. Stewart over the top. Big one-step kick from Mark Stewart. Torpedo towards full forward. Hunter. Jack is there. Oh, Hunter does well. Gets around, does he? Yeah, he dropped the footy? Yeah, said the umpire.
Tried to break the tackle.
Two tackles in the end. And has given up the free kick to Jacker.
He got the shock of his life when it bounced back into his chest. He wasn't watching it.
Handballed it to Melbourne. Set him a bit of a task. Then he just kicks blindly. Out wide might be okay. Or Stewart gets across there. Forbes, the big fella, Stewie. Look at him through the middle, through centre wing. Oh, he's paid too high. It's a bit hard for Stewie. He's 6'8".
He said he put the elbow. He had the footy in 2 hands.
So the free kick to Kados for Thomson. Back end of the centre wing. Goes with a short little kick over the top. Has missed everything. Atkinson couldn't get it. Berg, happy to see it over the line. Well, in fact, it's out of bounds on the full, is it? Yes, it is. So Berg will take the free kick. Centre wing on the grandstand side. He'll go with the right foot kick towards half forward. Over the head maybe of Hayes. Smith gets back there. Rove by Douglas. Has to get around. Dangerous kick now across the face of goal. Got a couple. Yo. Going to sit for him though because bearing down is Wade. Comes across and I think he'll be happy to see it over the line. He will. And they've moved it across to this side now to the commentary.
On the western side now of Shell Oval. Comes in from the boundary umpire. Kudafood is in front. Can't get the tap away however at ground level. Thomson struggling to pick the footy up a bit here. As Young finally gets a handball, goes to Forbes. Forbes now to half forward. Brother to brother, was it? As Luke Forbes. Well, he threw that across to teammate there in Bates and goes towards half forward. But in defence, Corio very strong at the moment. Looking for options. The defensive, Perchek has got 2 to boot here. He's going to have to be good because I think he's done what he needed to do. Get the ball towards and, in fact, over the boundary. So just forward of centre for Thomson.
Just amazing how Luke Forbes is behind for about 3 metres and all of a sudden when he needs to be, he just gets that front position. He's a brilliant player, isn't he?
Yes, his ability to get into position from the throw-in. Great tap down by Stewart. Went to Burke. They come clear, Corio, as just take the mark. We'll pay the mark just in front of us to Hunter. And I think, Grubby, the difference in the game, to me, the standard of the ball use by the two teams, Corio just cleaner, aren't they?
Yeah, they are at the moment. They have been for most of the day.
So now Kudafoudis, the ball goes towards him. He's got 3 to beat. So Corio need to be aware of that.
Just on that, Eric, even Hutchinson, he's playing a pretty good game for Thomson here, but his kicking has been atrocious. It might be just early in the year, get used to it, hopefully, but his kicking's been poor.
From the ball in, deep in the forward pocket, Kudafoudis pushed his opponent in the middle of the back, and Forbes will get the free kick. 12 minutes gone, third quarter. 8-9 Thomson. They trail Corio 11-7.
Forbes kicks laterally to Yo, plays on around a couple, backs himself, goes to the outer side to Atkinson. They're free now. Handball outboard to, inboard to Steve McLeod. Runs, goes with the right foot, kick to centre half forward. Forbes from behind, goes up, can't take it, front and centre. Handball over the top from Bates, missed a target of Cheney. He gets it away. Corio under pressure. They cough the ball up. They don't fight hard for it. They leave it behind though. Ball comes back to Steve McLeod. Right foot kick. Goes over the head there of Kados, and he doesn't play too well because Cornwall runs away from him. Goes the right foot kick towards centre wing. Berg over the top of it, can't take it. Hayes, ball in dispute. 4-on-4. Smith comes across half-back for Thomson. Short little handball. Under pressure was Melbourne. Left it behind. Kane Hayes didn't. Handball outboard to Berg. Usually pretty good in this situation. 30 and closing. Goal. Does not do anything but kick a goal, Daniel Berg. His
On his own. He snuck up ahead of the Corio defence. Stewart, brilliant tap down in the ruck. Went to his teammate there in Perchek. But intercepting is O'Donoghue at half-back towards the centre again. Kicked straight into the arms of Berg. He's having a very good, Jason mentioned before, second and third quarters outstanding. Tips the ball forward, finds Kildare. So he's just outside forward 50. There's the lead coming from Koutafidis, but he's chopped off there. Thomson with the numbers in defence with Jacker. Gets a handball out to Atkinson. Back over to... that was Smith. Smith to centre wing. And again, they turn it over as Corio goes back to half forward. Hunter tapped it forward to Kildare, gets the handball back. Koutafidis goes in to help Kildare, gets the handball back now, centres the ball, but good reading by White for Thomson. Intercepts, now a handball over to Hood. Now can they get away Thomson? No, they can't because he can't get the footy up, and Corio, fantastic positions. They've come back, great tackle on Hood, dropped the footy. Terrific work there by McConaughey, and Corio get the turnover. True centre wing, right in front of our broadcast position. 14 and a half minutes gone. Corio in their ascendancy. Stewart tries to get the mark. He's got 2 to beat. They numbers went out as who's that on the ground? White.
Hutchinson, was it?
White, I think, but it goes to Stephen McLeod at centre half back. He goes wide. That's a pretty negative sort of a kick. Normington gone out of the game since the first quarter, but Lazarick, sheer strength, breaks 2 tackles, goes long towards full forward. At the back, there's a whistle.
Definite free kick.
And free kick in the marking contest to Douglas. He goes towards centre back. O'Donoghue takes it and plays on quickly, but he's got nowhere to go. Has to bounce the ball. Now Corio descend on him. He chips the ball towards the centre wing, and Hutchison stretches long and takes the mark. 15 and a half minutes gone, third quarter. Thomson 8-9. Trail Corio 12-7.
Jackson McLeod takes the mark on centre wing, straight in front of our commentary position. Thought about lateral to Mitchell. Go down the line now towards Forbes. Luke from behind, punched away, front and centre from Wade. Handball out the back towards big boundary line, and Utah into the ruck. Boundary throw in. Forbes in front. Hune through the middle, does well. Nice little toe poke to Smith's okay. Takes the mark, he goes quickly. The lead from Hunter. Jacker behind, good punch away. Now it's 1-on-1. Hunter got some support too from Manning, but Jacker does well. Does very well. Young ran in and gave the don't argue and lost the footy. Then Hunter got it away. Now Parker on the ground. Handball back towards Smith. 50 out. Goes towards full forward. But O'Donoghue fills the gap for Thomson. He chips the ball towards Hutchison. Good pick up on his bootstraps. That's no mark. He thought he marked it, I think. Cross half back. Needs to get around a couple. Does so. Goes towards Atkinson on centre wing.
That's a better kick.
Takes the mark. Slows the play down a little bit. McLeod gives him a lead. He goes back into Steve McLeod. He chips the ball over the top towards Hutchinson running onto it. And he goes towards centre forward to Luke Forbes. Took the mark under pressure anyway. Could have nearly got a hold. 50 out. Plays on now. Left foot kick. Long towards the square. Comes back. Goal. Hit the post right at the top. So another behind to Luke Forbes. 8-10-58 Thomson. Corio 12-7-79. And that's on the Grandi Cycling Sport third quarter scoreboard. 17 minutes played.
They kicked the ball in quickly. Corio came to Kane Hayes, but his kick has been intercepted by Luke Forbes. He doesn't miss this one on the right foot. 30 forward for Corio.
Oh, what's that? He's going to throw it up again.
Wasn't happy with that one. Well, it was about a 4, that one, I think, Grubby.
Yeah.
So he's going to do it all again for Danny Ruck. And Hayden Forbes. Are you
Well,
joking
that's
me?
not much bloody better.
Are you joking me? That was a 3. Here we go
McLeod
again.
wanted to go on with it.
Third go. Third time lucky. Oh, I suppose.
That's
Forbes.
not good either.
He's going to
But
go
he
with
wasn't
it,
going
though.
to take that one back, was he?
Through the middle, Hewen. Left foot kick. Inside 50. Troy Smith runs back with the flight of the footy. Good play. Gives away by Handy Yo. Kick around the corner towards Steve McLeod at half back. Gets the push after. That's 50.
That's 50.
Yep. Daniel Berg pushed him after he took the mark. So McLeod will bring it down towards half forward.
That's a terrible mistake in the context of the game to do that, really, when there's absolutely no need.
So Steve McLeod, the lead on from Luke Forbes. Yes, there you go. Just made sure he worked his player underneath the footy of Cheney. And Luke Forbes just stood there and took the mark and will shoot for goal number 5 from 40 out, 45-degree angle.
Not a bad effort if he gets 5 at this point in the game. Go for limited opportunities, although he has kicked 4 behinds, I've got to say.
Yeah, well, we're worried about who we're going to put on Kudafiti's up one end, but I'll tell you what, if they're going this way, they're going to have the other mob are going to have to worry about who they're going to get on Forbes.
So Forbes, 40 out, comes in. Laconic left footer as always. Hasn't made the distance, I don't think. Off hands, hit the behind post. Going to be a boundary throw in. Left forward pocket for Thomson.
Didn't hit that one too well off the boot, did he?
No, he got under it a bit. And this little breeze, once it's up in the air like that, the wind just plays havoc with it.
So a boundary throw in. At the back, punched away. Hutchinson's there for Thomson. The umpire says held to him. Going to be a ball up. Corio in there fighting hard for it in the back line. About 40 metres out from the Thomson goal. Football director in front, not happy. Ball up. Ruck gets it down. Close to the boundary line. Kick away towards half back, but Melbourne's there for Thomson. Well, got one high too.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was going.
He was very lucky. Melbourne gives it to Douglas laterally, still in the middle of the ground. He drives it with the right foot and just pops it up. Normington goes up.
Great
Good mark. That's a great mark from Corey Normington. 45 out, directly in front. Chance for the 9th for Thomson. Sorry, the 10th for Thomson.
Just keep an eye on Cheney and White. Grubby, I won't say
I already
anymore.
am. I was just about to ask you who's 55 because I've been watching them for the last 3 minutes.
Niggle Central.
It's a
Yeah, and
three-ring
it's going to. I think White's going to be smart enough to get a free kick if Cheney's not careful here.
Normington, I think, has missed. Oh,
No,
has he
no,
just
I think he's
squeezed
got
it
it.
in.
He's
He's
got
just squeezed it in near the left-hand post, and it's a goal.
Score. In the middle, once again, Ruck beaten on that occasion by Forbes, but the ball at ground level goes forward for Corio. Atkinson, superior pace, can't pick the footy up, however. Melbourne, good body strength. Handball over the top is not good. Goes to Smith of Corio, goes towards full
The
forward.
big fella.
And Mark Stewart.
The big fella's having a rest down there.
Sheer physical body strength on that occasion.
I saw him go down here and I thought, geez, if they can pop one up to him one-on-one, he's going to be too big.
Well, they're probably losing out in the centre contests while Stewart's down there, but he's got the opportunity to make them pay now, Thomson. As Mark Stewart, 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. He moves in. Oh, he's put the bias on that one.
Tell you what, he's going to call it a goal, this umpire. He is going to call it a goal, I think. There's no way that was a goal.
You wouldn't have thought so from here.
Why do they have to have a conference about it?
He's going to give it. No, he's not. Thank God for that.
Oh, missed by a long way, didn't it?
I think what they're doing, instead of having his rest on the bench, he's gone down the full line and Kuda might be having a rest, is he?
Could be. 12-8, 80 Corio, 10-10, 70 Thomson. The Grandy Cyclone Sport third quarter scoreboard, 23 minutes gone. I can't work out what that guy is doing. Now they are in big trouble because Stewie on the left foot has missed again, I think.
Another conference, is it?
No.
I think what the conference was, they were just discussing how much it actually missed by.
He couldn't believe how far it did.
Jeez.
Grandy Cyclone Sport third quarter scoreboard approaching 24 minutes now in this third quarter.
Steve McLeod from fullback again. Goes long this time, not short. He's got a 2-on-1. Oh, Ruck did well at the back of the pack, and did Manning. Goes towards the hot spot, running onto it. Kildea, handball to Parker, off a step, kick towards Stewart. Well, the big fella.
Oh, he's played for the free
Played
kick.
for it, didn't get it. And Yo gets it away towards Gardner. takes a good mark in the end, under pressure from McConaughey, and then
Oh,
stop. He
great
should have kept
chase.
running, and then he dropped the footy. So he did one good deed, and then he stopped Gardner, and now McConaughey long to full forward. Stewie just stands there. Yo, Stewie doesn't take the mark. Off hands, Thomson with the numbers. Handball out to Steve McLeod again. He goes with a right foot kick out. It's okay. Finds Brent Hood outside defensive 50 at half back. Plays on now. Kicks it back towards the middle. Shrimpton over the back. Hewen at the fall of the ball. Normington kicked it off the ground. Hold, said the umpire. Going to Thomson. So I think it'll come back to Corey Normington in the middle.
He looked like a big bridge collapsing, didn't he? Big Stewart up there.
He only had to really go for the ball. The other bloke could have been free kick for going too early.
Exactly, yeah.
So Normington goes long towards half forward, looking for Forbes, fifth in line.
Oh,
Can't
good
take that.
grab.
Cornwall took it easily.
He's been a good player
He
today.
has at half back. Goes to the left foot, kick out towards centre wing. Manning, they all miss it. Now over the back, Hewen coming at it. Troy Smith the other way. Got it back towards centre wing. Numbers with Thomson. Steve McLeod, handball, outboard to Kados. Little right foot kick outboard over the head of Gardner. Sets him a task. Coming at it was that was Laurie who came at it the other way, but Thomson still with the numbers. Goes towards full forward. Forbes and McLeod. Ball spills 3-3-on-2. McLeod put the tackle on. Umpire said play on. Thomson, if they can get the footy backwards, might have a chance. And the umpire says it's held in. It'll be a ball up 10, 12 metres out from the Thomson goal.
Everyone's holding their breath there.
Just got to be a bit careful that Forbes and McLeod just don't play too close to each other for a while.
Ball up, deep into Thomson's attack. Ball out the back. Comes off some hands and then a foot, but only as far as Steve McLeod, who takes it 45 out from goal directly in front.
You've got to think this is a must-kick goal, Grubby, at 26 minutes in the quarter.
Well, it's one of the most important kicks he's going to have for a long time, I think, because if he doesn't kick it, you never know. But if he does, they're right back in this, and he needs to kick it really badly.
So far for Steve McLeod today. Comes in, right foot kick, deliberate. And I think he's missed.
That went away.
Yep, it did. 1 goal, 2 his personal tally. 10-11-71 Thomson. Corio 12-9-80. 12-9-81. Third scoreboard. 26.5 minutes played.
The short kick in for Price onto Lazarick in the pocket. They're just trying to protect the ball at the moment. Mark taken there by Smith. Still deep in the halfback line for Corio. That's a longer kick towards centre wing. Contact. Hewen from behind. Very good mark. Read it very well and took the mark very well. That's almost 50 against Atkinson there, you know. He ran very close to the man who was kicking, but, great mark there for the Corio side by Hunter. Goes long towards full forward. Stewie on his own.
Look at the
Decides
pace
to
on
play
Big
on
Stewart.
and has run into the open goal mark, Stewart. And instead of the goal being at one end of the ground, it's at the other.
Back to the middle. Shrimpton and Ruck. Shrimpton gets it down. Rove though by Hewen. Right foot torpedo punt inside 50 again. Coming at it, O'Donoghue. Stewart. Atkinson runs on it. Smith. They've been having a bit of a
Could be deliberate.
bit of a go at each other too. Atkinson. Does he keep it in? No, he doesn't, says the
pretends to.
umpire. Yeah, pretended to.
Now, that's a free kick, and he's going to pay it. It was needless to throw him to the ground that way. The ball was already been signalled out of bounds.
So a free kick to Atkinson. Chips the ball. Short to O'Donoghue. He chips it over the top towards Jackson McLeod.
That was a mark.
Said the umpire.
He got his
Too
hands
high.
under that,
Well,
right
that
in
was the
front of us.
freebie. He got the free kick and he's played on. At centre wing, Jackson McLeod goes towards Stephen McLeod, close to the boundary line. Nice little leg break there out of bounds.
I'd have liked to have seen the replay. I reckon it was a half volley. I reckon it touched some grass.
Well, there's plenty of grass there, but I reckon he got his fingers under it.
I'm not quite sure. But then again, in those cricket ones, you never
Left
can
half
tell even
forward.
on the replay.
Exactly right.
The football director's looking worried down here. I don't know what he wants. Grubby, can you service him, please?
29 minutes gone in the quarter.
White goes towards full forward, coming out, tapped onto Luke Forbes, ripped off the football, played for it nicely, didn't get it. Ball still 10 out. Thomson, if they can get a quick goal. Well, Chris Laurie kicked the goal.
Yeah.
It just happened to be a point because he plays for Corio, so it's a rushed behind.
Oh, cut it out, Jace. We looked after him last
Thomson.
year, but that's when he was the deputy mayor.
10-12, I know he's nobody now. 10-12-72, Thomson, Corio 13-9-87. To Randy Cycling Sport, third quarter scoreboard, 29.5 minutes played. Grubby's got a call. It's the bat phone. Oh, do you want to get it away from the
So the kick in for Corio, come very close toward the boundary, touched off hands and out of bounds, half back flank for Corio.
Race 8, number 3.
Very late in this third quarter, almost 30 minutes gone, the longest quarter of the game so far. As the boundary umpire now prepares to put the ball back into play. Short throw in. In front, Shrimpton. Umpire whistles the play, and I have got absolutely no idea what that free kick was for. Oh, in fact, the field umpires ordered a retrial. So the ball thrown in from the boundary again. A little better this time as the ruckman get towards it. Comes to ground. Kick forward by McLeod Stephen. Over the head of players. Oh, picked up Luke Forbes. He's put down immediately. Picked up by Hood into this.
That was great vision.
The full forward, and it was. Hood could have blazed away, Grubby, couldn't he? Instead of that, saw White on his own, 20 metres out directly in front, and was able to pinpoint the kick.
Yeah,
so
didn't panic. Didn't panic. Just waited for him to get where he needed him to get.
The play deserves a goal. White needs to deliver.
Oh, he'll deliver. Yeah, he'll deliver that one all right.
He has. The goal umpire's gone back to them. So White, Jared White.
Oh, what's
Liam.
going on here now?
Luke McConaughey has run in forever. No, he did. He ran in early. Well early, before the umpire had put the ball in the air. So free kick to Thomson. He was miles into the centre square. Oh, kicks it to wide. Oh, that's over the shoulder. Now Bates to run onto it at half forward. Wants to get back on his right. Chips the ball to Steve McLeod. And he takes the mark. Still 50 out from goal. Goes towards the lead of Hood. And, is that a free kick? No, said the umpire.
So.
Hutchinson. He'll kick the goal anyway. There you go. Out of the pack. And deserved from Aaron.
That's right. So in the middle, ball comes down to Douglas, put the ground pretty.
That hurt too.
Shrimpton, he gets a little chip to, that's almost kicking in danger there, but the ball picked up for Thomson. Handball out wide as the siren sounds after 33 minutes. It is three-quarter time in our GDFL match of the day here at Shell Oval. And at three-quarter time, Corio, 13-9-87, lead Thomson, 12-12-84.
Start of the final term here at Shell Reserve, and Shrimpton goes up early, and Phelps goes up early, gets it down to White, who gets the opening kick of the final term towards half forward. Smith left it. Ball comes towards the boundary line. Smith tries to tap it back towards Hutchison. Cornwall, handball. Looks like Nick Rewalt running through.
He did, didn't he?
Cornwall. He got the handball out. Tendency, Stewart and Forbes. Forbes to come from a long way back. Stewie just to stand his ground as always. And he gets it down. Berg tried to kick it off the ground. Douglas, his kick was smothered by Smith. Douglas, the second attempt, got the right foot to it towards centre half forward. Ball comes back. It's okay. Gardner gets it around the corner. One-on-one towards full forward. McLeod goes up.
Beautiful mark.
Jackson McLeod. Great mark. And we'll shoot for goal from 20 out, 45-degree angle. Has kicked 2 goals to this afternoon, Jacko. And this to put Thomson in front.
Now, this is an important kick, Grubby.
Oh, yeah, my word it is. They got the first one of the third quarter. They need the first one of this one.
So, Jackson McLeod comes in. Oh, stabs at it and puts it through.
He's got it.
He's got it. So, his third. 13-12.
In the middle, Stewart. Oh, he went unattended and missed the ball totally. And Forbes taps it forward. Comes back to Forbes. Hayden, long kick into full forward. Jackson McLeod leads in the race for the footy. Oh, he just wasn't able to keep it in. And it's over the boundary line, 30 metres from the behind post. And another goal here, Grubby, for Thomson would make the job very interesting. It'll show what Corio's made of, I think. As the ball thrown in, Stewart taps it down. The kick comes toward the boundary once again, and it is over the boundary line. Gained about 35 metres, Corio.
You'd love to be a rover to Mark Stewart, wouldn't you?
Oh,
It'd be the easiest game ever, wouldn't it?
Would you ever? Yeah.
Ball thrown in. Stewart edged under the footy, but still got a hand to it. Comes to, Corio, it's a missed kick and it's going to end up in the arms of Shane Manning, but he can't control it. And Thomson, a lot more endeavour, Grubby, early in this last quarter from the Thomson players. Stephen McLeod, handball, comes to Douglas. He's tackled immediately, gets a handball forward. Normington can't handle a footy, numbers with Corio, but Stephen McLeod's followed up to give some assistance. Hood can't take the footy, and there Corio. Can they clear the ball? They have to Berg, but well, he was going half pace, and Melbourne can't. At least McConaughey came. Get it right, Melbourne. Oh, great tackle on Luke Forbes on that occasion, and the ball spills clear. It's toward the boundary. Stacks on the mill. We've got a real wrestle. Umpire
Ball
said,
it up.
"I'll have it."
He threw the head back, Forbes. He wanted to try and get a kick out of it. And I tell you what, just on Mark Stewart, he probably hasn't, age and size are against him to take those big marks around the ground that he used to, but he's worth his weight in gold in those ruck contests.
4 minutes gone, 13-12, Thomson 13-9, Corio.
Stewart now takes down the ruck contest, handball to Achini. Oh, he's under pressure, got the handball, standing start. Parker running through, left it behind, Lazarick. McConaughey runs back. Oh, dropped the footy. Umpire said play on. The ball spilled out of bounds.
I think he just got his hand to it, you know that?
The umpire's on the blind side.
No, I reckon he got a fist to it. I reckon he got a fist to it.
So a boundary throw in. 45 around from the Thomson goal. Stewart comes back, tries to take it out of the ruck contest, leaves it for Lazarick. Handball to Kane Hayes. At half back, goes wide, looking for Hunter. Can he keep it in? Yes, said the umpire. Takes the mark, plays on now, kicks it back towards the middle, under pressure. Punched away to the front of the pack. Hewan's there, needs to run back with it. So does Kane Hayes. He gets it. Went left, went right, then went left. Came out ball with a handball towards Smith. Bit of candy. Goes to the right foot, kick long towards Koutafidis. Can't take the mark. His second effort was okay, but he got a couple around him. Melbourne, good kick. Good kick under pressure. Got Jacker at half back. Goes along the line towards half to centre wing. Kados takes the mark. He's got Douglas short if he wants him. He's still got Douglas short. He chips the ball over towards Forbes. He takes the mark. Hayden at centre wing. Goes to the right foot, kick long towards Jackson McLeod on the right side for him. Did well.
That's a great mark.
Did very well. Great kick, great mark, and will shoot for goal from 40 out. 40 out, 45-degree angle. He's kicked 3 this afternoon. This to make the difference 9 points. So, Jackson McLeod worked Wade under the ball beautifully.
If you say
there.
to me this is an important kick, I reckon I'm going to headbutt you.
Very important kick from Jackson McLeod. Comes in, right foot kick, missed it to the near side, I think. Through for one behind.
Scoreless.
Yeah, they are. And they, as Thomson did in the other quarters, willed their way back into it. That's what Corio have got to do now. They've got to kick the next goal.
So the kick in, not a good one. It's gone to the middle of the ground. Stewart can't take the mark. He's got 4 to beat in there. And at ground level, Thomson, a lot more endeavour in this final quarter as O'Donoghue overruns the footy, kicks back and... well, Luke Forbes, right bloke, right place, right time, turned on his left foot, not prepared to go back and take the standing shot.
He may have just twinned hammy, got a bit tight.
Back to the middle, Stewart. Forbes gets it down. No rovers there, though, for Thomson, but he puts the tackle on and does well. The handball, and that's holding the ball. He was there for a very long time with the footy. So Hayden Forbes gets the free kick in the middle. He wants to go long. He goes to the right foot kick towards Jackson McLeod. Again, he goes up. Can't take it. Front and centre from Gardner was okay. 40 metres out. Open goal square. Which way is it going to bounce? Through for a goal. That's the way it's going to bounce. And he puts his first on the board.
Ball back in the middle. Stewart gets the tap down. Rover's not there. And at ground level, Thomson dominating as White goes straight to full forward. Jackson McLeod overruns the footy but comes back to make a contest. Picked up on this occasion by Gardner again. Back to full forward. Hood goes down, but the back of the pack, the ball falls for, that was Smith, goes towards the full forward position. And there's a Corio player. Don't know what's happened. Has he done a hammy? He's holding the leg, but he hasn't moved. So
hasn't moved, all right. He has now. What did the bloke do in the goal square there? He just jumped up and let the ball bounce. I reckon the sun's got him there.
So there's a whistle on the play in the boundary throw-in. It's a free kick to Mark Stewart. Handballs quickly, and they come to a very dangerous position. Normington, if he turned round, he might have just about got that.
Still might.
Picked up Cornwall. Cornwall back to danger. Hood's doesn't know where to go. Gets it across to Melbourne. Melbourne to centre-half forward. And whilst the kick didn't quite hit the mark, it was made good by his teammate. And I reckon that's Kados, is it not? He's got very clean hands, this fella.
I tell you, no mucking around this time. I do think we may have something serious in that pocket. Yeah, the Corio boy hasn't moved much.
It looks to be a left leg from here, but very difficult to tell. Won't comment until we get something a bit better, and it may well be a stretcher case by the look of things. So there's a long kick. Stewart on the goal line and taking the mark. There was almost a ringside with the wrestlers, as surely the game will stop.
Don't run around. If you've got the stretcher on, you can go straight out, mate. Don't muck around with it.
Fortunately, the umpire was observant on that occasion and saw the stretcher coming. And it's probably not what Corio would need, Grubby. One, it maybe stops the Thomson momentum.
Matty Wade just asked people down the front, including the president of the league and the ex-mayor.
Stewart now, long kick, and he's made a terrible hash of it. It's gone back into the arms of Kados. He's tipped it short, and Luke Forbes
test the string now.
He snuck on the ground without them noticing, and now he's taken a mark 50 metres out. Perhaps the man in the mark's 45, and well, we'll check the hamstring now, Grubby.
Well, if it is a bit tight, some of these other blokes have got a lead for him, because it might be too far out on that hammy.
So Forbes now comes in on the left foot. It's certainly got the distance.
He's kicked it all right, yeah.
So 5 goals, 5, Grubby. Luke
Devils to the grandstand side, looking for Cornwall. He got a couple against him. Melbourne was one of them. He handballed. Kados got the handball receive. Oh, and I think it's a hold off the ball, is it, from for Gardner?
He dragged him down. I think they're just starting these little undisciplined acts now, and they can't afford that.
Gardner kick in, looking for Normington in between 3 Devils, and took the mark. 50 out from goal, directly in front.
Well, I think Shane Manning saw him there, and he tried to go with him. He just couldn't go with him.
Get him out of there, mate.
So Corey Normington, who's kicked 2 goals this afternoon. 17 the difference, this to make it 23. He comes in, right foot kick.
Oh,
missed it to the near side, through for 1 behind. So 2 goals, 1 to Normington. They go 15-15, 105. Thomson, Corio 13-9-87. Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki, final quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes played.
The quick kick-ins come for Corio. The ball very quickly has got towards centre wing. Mark taken there by Perchek. He's hobbling a little bit as well. Now goes into the forward 50. First time for a while for Corio. Has the ball, half-forward flank, comes back, but good defence there for Thomson by Smith. Mark, the ball taken by Bates, gets around his opponent far too easily, goes towards full forward. Jackson McLeod, good position, ground level. Crumbs, player tackled high is Kados, I would think, and the umpire
no doubt.
Yes, he's given it back to Kados. He's had 2 or 3 chances. He goes to Forbes by hand. Forbes goalwards, and has missed again.
That's what I was talking about before.
987 Corio, Smith Holden, Blood Suzuki. Final quarter scoreboard as Corio again get the ball back into play, and their chips are going to Australia, though. This one hits the mark. Shane Manning just backward of centre, over the top, and a poor kick, a tired kick, and the mark taken by O'Donoghue for Thomson.
Thomson would turn it over in the 3rd quarter, but now Corio doing the same thing.
Gardner, Jackson McLeod, mark, and 50 out from goal, left foot kick. Towards Douglas. Douglas worked his way to the front. Utaka stood his ground, then wrapped up. Got the ball to Cornwall. Cornwall around the corner close to the boundary line. I think it's okay. Perchek keeps it in. He does. In the back pocket.
Been a bit quiet, Perchek.
Keeps it around the corner, but only as far as Steve McLeod. 55 out. Goes back towards the 10-metre. Douglas goes up. Utaka did well. Punched it away and then took his own mark. Kicked a kick at the moment. He kicked it back to McLeod. He got it back inboard. Now they go Thomson across the ground towards Luke Forbes. He can't take the mark. Foot race. Gets across there. Luke Forbes gets there in front. Got half a Shepherd. Then got ripped off the ball by Burke. Then kicked it up nicely to Jack O'Donoghue. He goes towards McLeod. Can't take the mark. He tried to kick it off the ground. Ball comes to the back of the pack. Utaka goes out wide towards defensive 50. Jacka's there against Berg. Jacka needs some help. He got a push in the back. Handball shuffled out quickly. Back towards Steve McLeod. And 55 out from the Thomson goal. Pack develops. Still comes back out the back to Hutchison. His handball back to Smith. Oh, off a step. Needs to get around Smith. He does. Under pressure. Gets the kick away. Wade should be able to take the mark. Well, he doesn't. And he should have. And he handballed it to Hewen. He had a bit of time to run across defensive 50. Go to the middle. 2-on-1. Big fella. Stewie can't take the mark. He needs to get the handball free. Drags it back in. Played for the free kick. Logies tomorrow night. Handball back towards Hunter. Smith took it and had it and then lost it. Smith for Thomson. He got it and got it towards Hutchison at right half forward. Goes back towards Luke Forbes. Take the mark, get back and kick a goal.
You run off.
Turns around, kicks the left foot kick and misses.
Missed that one.
I've got him for...
Well, he didn't even get to outside forward 50. And this time it is Stephen McLeod picks up the loose.
Stewart coming from a different angle this time. Just standing there. Forbes gets it down.
He's done a fair job.
Yeah, he's done a fair job. Hutchison gets the kick away inside 50. Utaka backed himself. Handball to nobody in particular. Parker runs at it through traffic. Right foot kick goes nowhere. Lazarick, oh, great mark. Handballed it away to Stewart. His handball was behind Manning, had to sit and wait. His handball backwards, okay to Parker. He goes to the right foot kick towards half forward. Berg puts his hands up, takes a good mark on the half forward flank, Daniel Berg. Kick 2 this afternoon. Goes the right foot kick long. Kudafiti's over his head at the back of the pack. Luke Forbes in the back line now. Handballs it over the top. Melbourne. Kick was smothered. Handball back towards Hunter for Corio. Kick over the shoulder. Right foot kick. Missed it. Through for one behind. To Corio. 13-10-88. The Devils. Thomson 16-17. 113. We've been playing 20.5 minutes final term.
So the kick in came to Hayden Forbes. Only 30-odd metres out from the defensive area. In fact, goes backwards. So Yo, not too sure where to go now. Goes down the middle to Mitchell. So just a possession game now at 21 minutes into the final quarter for Thomson. Mitchell finds Hutchison. And they're just doing what they have to do at the moment, Thomson. Atkinson on his own half-back flank. And this wasn't happening earlier because Thomson got loose players everywhere.
They're tired. They're gone, Cry. They're just tired, aren't they?
Luke Forbes takes the mark centre wing. The lead is into the middle of the ground, and they're really, Thomson, doing it as they wish, although on that occasion Hunter smothered the kick and can't get away with it. Corio taken off him by Kiss. Kiss now towards half forward, runs on, accepts a handball back, kicks it long towards full forward. This open goal for Smith as he hooks it around the body, and nobody there in the goal square except Corio. They come defensively. A contest again by Smith. There's a free kick. Umpire has indicated it is to Smith. He's got cramp. And, well, the umpire needs to take control of the game because Thomson players, the other players are continuing with the game. Now the umpire has blown time as Kados is getting the kick. He's had a couple of 3 shots in this final quarter. I don't think that's going to go anywhere, but the mark taken in front of goals. Very simple mark. Who said I can't see?
Yeah, Gardner.
Gardner again. He's had a very good last quarter, hasn't he? So Brandon Gardner has kicked one. He's got to kick 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. Comes in, goal umpire says, I think that one's okay. That's goal number 2.
And he's in the middle against Danny Ruck. Goes up. Ruck gets it down. Berg roves it. Left foot kick across to centre wing. Foot race. And Jack O'Donoghue just pushed his way into the front, and he got a push
side today. So that just shows you.
And the umpire puts the ball in the air. They both get a hand to it. Douglas pushed past the football. In fact, it was Douglas there. Pushed past the football was Luke Forbes. Goes towards centre half forward for Thomson. Off hands. McLeod, Jackson with a second effort. Shrimpton comes across as well. Jacko picks it up. Runs through half forward. Short little kicks okay. And finds wide. Handballs it off to Luke Forbes. 40 and closing. Left foot kick goal.
Don't even worry about that.
Oh, he squeezed it, but he got
it.
Easy. And it was a great kick. And
moves into the circle. Ball goes up. Stewart gets the tap, but at ground level, White doesn't get a kick away.
Great tackle.
He played that drop on the ball. I thought he kicked it. However, Mitchell can't take the footy. Picked up there by Hunter for the Corio side. Goes goalwards. Across the face of goal. Picked up by Donoghue for Thomson. Goes wide looking for Atkinson. On his own out there. Picks it up. Has plenty of time. Chips it over the top. Oh, it's not a good kick. Taken by Berg for Kudafudis has to drop. Goes basically unopposed. Chris Yo, it's nice to play in front, but you can't be a yard and a half in front because a player of Kudafudis' ilk will absolutely destroy you. He's already kicked 4 in the first half. The opportunity to extend that from 15 metres out. 45-degree angle. Moves in. puts the ball on the way.
He's got it all right.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, Grubby. Back to the middle. Shrimpton. And Stewart gets it down. Through the middle. Burke taps it on in front. Hunter, handball outboard to Yataka. Goes long towards Koutafidis again. Got to run it. Punched away by Mitchell defensively. And out of bounds for a throw-in. 15-20 around from the Corio goal. Attack. Koutafidis and Shrimpton. Koutafidis to the front. Hunter to run onto it. Gardner. Oh, gets away. Handball in. Ball was okay. Burke. He runs hard at the footy and kicks the goal. And that is a great play.
For the defence, Thomson, you think, Grubby, is the ball in the middle. Stewart again, beautiful tap down to Hayes. Went without the footy, however, but he battles and battles. Finally gets a kick. Goes towards half forward for Corio. Donahue attacked the footy. Gets a handball forward. Taken there by Young. He tries to handball. Now, Douglas. He does get a long kick inside forward 50 at the back. Almost taking the mark was Kados. Runs onto the footy. Good work there in defence by Achini for Corio. They're heading towards the boundary. The ball is kicked high, wide, and I think it's handsome. It's out on the full.
Boundary umpire's telling the central umpire somewhere different to where the mark is. He's still not taking a notice of this boundary umpire. Oh, now he is.
So it's Thomson kick. They go inboard, and mark only just taken there by Hutchison. Hutchison now, skimming kick. Not really good, but attacking the football was Normington. Handball over to Jackson McLeod. Coming in. Oh, Kados took the footy and almost got nailed by his own teammate as the ball comes out of defence for Corio. Jackson McLeod picks it up. Nice little handball to Melbourne. Melbourne back into the corridor. Little tap there. Wasn't quite good enough, taken by, who was that?
Douglas.
And he's pinged for not trying to get rid of the footy. Was not much opportunity, I wouldn't have thought
not
there.
a lot that time.
As Corio go to the defensive side. Now they come fly. Grubby, you might get a mark here. It's almost into our press box.
Don't think I've seen as many out in the fulls in half of a bit of football I've ever seen.
So Troy Smith of Thomson. Jackson McLeod coming off the ground. A bit of soreness in the hip by the look of things. Has... and what's happened in the middle? There's a free kick to Corio.
Yeah, there's something happened in the middle, and the trailing umpires decided to pay a free kick the Devils' way by the looks of it.
Who's it going to?
I think
Kane
it's going
Hayes.
to Kane Hayes.
Well, I got no idea what happened there. Hayes now just chips it forward. Mark taken by Smith, I think that is. He's still outside 50. No, it's not Smith. He's in front of me. It is Berg. Berg now. A long kick to the goal square. Big pack of players back there. Good part about that for Corio. They were in front. They couldn't take the mark. Melbourne back toward the goal square and they rush behind. So that's...
White looks all right. He's come off with a crook knee and gone back on with a bandage elbow and shoulder. That's how much I know, Dr. Casey.
11-7-73 Corio. 8-9-57 Thomson. The Grandy Cyclone Sport third quarter scoreboard. 7.5 minutes gone.
Make sure I book an appointment on Monday morning for a check-up with you, Grubby.
Jeez.
I can't wait. Balls come out from the Thomson defence. Outside defensive 50, boundary throwing. So on grandstand side, on the eastern side of the ground, 11-7 playing 8-9. Thomson with the lead. For the front of the ruck contest, Douglas got it down. His kick was partly smothered. Corio with the numbers. Berg, who's been influential in the second and third quarters. He goes free from half forward with a right foot kick back towards the 10-metre square. Ball spills free. Hayes tried to play for the free kick, didn't get one. Atkinson, handball outboard to Yo. Handball back to O'Donoghue under pressure from Berg. Got the kick around the corner.
Caused out in the full, though.
Was it out on the full?
No, I thought it bounced.
So did I.
Well, I don't know that the boundary umpire's got any
Matter
idea.
of fact, I thought it bounced about 4 times.
And the boundary umpire has it in hand. He's going to throw the ball back in at 50.
Good
out
boy.
From the Corio goal. Stewart goes up from behind Forbes. Pack develops. And umpire lets it go. Ball spills free now. Thomson with the numbers on the outboard. White kick was smothered. Douglas in there fighting hard for it. Stewart over the top. Big one-step kick from Mark Stewart. Torpedo towards full forward. Hunter. Jack is there. Oh, Hunter does well. Gets around, does he? Yeah, he dropped the footy? Yes, said the umpire.
tried to break the tackle.
Two tackles in the end. And has given up the free kick to Jacker.
He got the shock of his life when it bounced back into his chest. He wasn't watching it.
Handballed it to Melbourne. Set him a bit of a task. Then he just kicks blindly. Out wide might be okay. Or Stewart gets across there. Forbes, the big fella, Stewie. Look at him through the middle, through centre wing. Oh, he's paid too high. It's a bit hard for Stewie. He's 6'8".
He said he put the elbow. He put the footy in 2 hands.
So the free kick to Kados for Thomson. Back end of the centre wing. Goes with a short little kick over the top. Has missed everything. Atkinson couldn't get it. Berg, happy to see it over the line. Well, in fact, it's out of bounds on the full, is it? Yes, it is. So Berg will take the free kick. Centre wing on the grandstand side. He'll go with the right foot kick towards half forward. Over the head maybe of Hayes. Smith gets back there. Rove by Douglas. Has to get around. Dangerous kick now across the face of goal. Got a couple. Going to sit for him, though, because bearing down is Wade. Comes across, and I think he'll be happy to see it over the line. He will. And they've moved it across to this side now, to the commentary.
On the western side now of Shell Oval. Comes in from the boundary umpire. Kudafut is in front. Can't get the tap away, however, at ground level. Thomson struggling to pick the footy up a bit here. As Young finally gets a handball, goes to Forbes. Forbes now to half forward. Brother to brother, was it? As Luke Forbes. Well, he threw that across to a teammate there in Bates and goes towards half forward. But in defence, Corio very strong at the moment. Looking for options. The defensive, Perchek has got 2 to boot here. He's going to have to be good because I think he's done what he needed to do. Get the ball towards and, in fact, over the boundary. So just forward of centre for Thomson.
Just amazing how Luke Forbes is behind for about 3 metres and all of a sudden when he needs to be, he just gets that front position. He's a brilliant player, isn't he?
Yes.
65 metres.
Geelong District Football League. We are the Raiders from
Buckley's Entertainment Centre is Geelong's exciting place to go. The Bistro is a great place to have a meal with friends. Look for new specials on the menu and relax in the friendly atmosphere. You can choose from 2 large alfresco areas. Friday and Saturday nights, there's live music in the lounge. The function room seats up to 300 with a package to suit your needs. There's always something happening at Buckley's.
For great food, great service, great value. Where else? Buckley's in Geelong.